1412 Wrestling Episode 25, Championship Chaos. Opening segment. The arena is filled with an eerie glow as purple slime drips from the ceiling and thousands of VHS tapes line the walls. The energy in the crowd is electric, heightened even further when Britney Spears takes the stage unexpectedly, performing her hit song Stronger. The audience erupts into a frenzy, singing along and dancing to the beat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another chaotic night of 1412 wrestling. Tonight, every championship will be defended. The camera pans to the commentary table where Mr. Feeney, Paulie Shore, Elvira, and Jim Ross are seated, ready to discuss the night's matches and the ongoing rivalries. Mr. Feeney: we have some intense rivalries brewing, don't we, Jim? You're absolutely right, Feeney. Tonight's going to be a roller coaster of emotions and brutal battles. Dude, I can't wait to see what goes down. It's going to be like totally insane. With all the chaos and craziness, you never know what to expect here at 1412 Wrestling. That's why we love it. And let's not forget the escalating feud between Lady Gaga and Nikki Bella. Their confrontations have been nothing short of explosive. Absolutely, and with Katharine Isabelle now in the mix after winning the Divas Championship, things are heating up even more. And what about Mike Tyson? He's been on a rampage, knocking out anyone who dares to cross his path. Yeah, bro, Tyson is a beast. But we also have the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade still causing trouble, and Bars is more determined than ever. And don't forget the golf cart stable, fresh off their victory in hell. They've been making waves, and tonight will be no different. Tonight is going to be full of surprises. With every championship on the line, anything can happen. As the commentators continue to discuss the rivalries, the camera cuts to Britney Spears finishing her performance. She heads to the edge of the stage, signing autographs for some fans. Suddenly, Jeff Jarrett storms out from the back, wielding his signature guitar. Jim Ross: oh my God, what's Jeff Jarrett doing out here? Without warning, Jarrett smashes the guitar over Britney Spears' head, leaving the crowd in shock. This is uncalled for. Jeff Jarrett has no business attacking Britney Spears like this. The chaos starts even before the first match. This is 1412 Wrestling for you. Paulie: dude, that was harsh. Britney didn't see that coming. Jim Ross: folks, we need to get some help out here for Britney. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more championship chaos. The screen fades to black as medical personnel rush to Britney's aid, and the show cuts to commercial, leaving the crowd buzzing with outrage and anticipation for what's to come. 1412 Wrestling Episode 25, Championship Chaos. Segment 1, backstage, the camera focuses on Alf, who is holding the ancient relic he won in the gauntlet match. Alf looks proud and excited, his eyes gleaming with mischief. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite Melmacian here, Alf, with the ancient relic that grants wishes. Can you believe it? I went through 24 other competitors, including a sentient vending machine and a raging minotaur, to get this. Now, I could wish for anything, but you know what's on my mind? Food. Maybe I'll wish for an endless supply of cat tacos, or perhaps a nice juicy cat burger. The possibilities are endless. Who knows, maybe I'll even wish for a giant lasagna, Garfield style. Stay tuned, because Alf's about to make some epic wishes. Alf's mischievous grin widens as he walks off, leaving the crowd both amused and intrigued by what he might wish for. Match 1, Competitive Eating Championship. Norm Peterson C versus Joey Tribbiani versus LA Beast. The camera cuts to the ring, where a long table stacked with various foods is set up. Norm Peterson, Joey Tribbiani, and LA Beast take their seats, each ready to prove their eating prowess. The bell rings and the match begins. Jim Ross: folks, we're kicking off Championship Chaos with a competitive eating match. These three are some of the best eaters around, and tonight they're going head-to-head. Norm Peterson starts strong, devouring plates of food with his usual nonchalance. LA Beast, known for his extreme eating stunts, shovels food into his mouth at an alarming rate. Joey Tribbiani, however, is in his element, eating with a speed and determination that outpaces both Norm and LA Beast. Look at Joey go. He's not just eating, he's inhaling that food. The crowd, however, is not impressed. They start booing and chanting for more chaos, clearly wanting something more exciting than an eating contest. Whoa, the crowd is getting restless. They want more action, man. Despite the crowd's reaction, Joey keeps his focus. He powers through the food, showing off his impressive eating skills. Norm slows down, clearly full, while LA Beast struggles with the sheer volume of food. As the final seconds tick down, Joey pushes through and finishes his last plate just as the bell rings. The referee raises Joey's hand in victory. Result: Joey Tribbiani wins and becomes the new competitive eating champion. Jim Ross: Joey Tribbiani has done it. He's reclaimed his title as the competitive eating champion. Just as Joey is celebrating, Chandler Bing's music hits. Chandler walks out, microphone in hand, and steps into the ring. The tension between the former friends is palpable. Well, if it isn't Joey the Stomach Tribbiani, congratulations on your win, man. I guess all that practice at Central Perk finally paid off. Chandler, what do you want? You couldn't stand the heat in the eating competition kitchen, so you left. Now you come out here to rain on my parade? Oh, Joey, you know I'm not here to rain on your parade. I'm here to challenge you. You see, while you were busy stuffing your face, I was training with the Foot Clan. That's right, Joey. I've joined forces with Shredder, Leonardo, and the whole gang. And I'm here to prove that I'm not just some sidekick. The Foot Clan? Seriously? Well, if you want a piece of me, Chandler, you know where to find me. Anytime, anywhere. I'm not afraid of you or your new ninja friends. Be careful what you wish for, Joey, because next time we meet, it's not going to be about food. It's going to be about showing you who the real champion is. Chandler drops the mic and exits the ring, leaving Joey standing there, a mix of determination and anger on his face. The crowd is buzzing with anticipation for what's to come next in this heated rivalry. Jim Ross. Folks, it looks like the rivalry between Joey Tribbiani and Chandler Bing is far from over. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of an action-packed night here on 1412 Wrestling. The camera fades to black as the show heads to a commercial break, leaving the audience eagerly awaiting the next segment of Championship Chaos. Segment 2, Backstage. The camera pans to a dimly lit area where the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade is gathered. Bars. The leader stands in front, a determined look on his face. Surrounding him are Doug Funny, Donkey Lips, Cliff O'Malley, BB Rexa, and Jackie Chan. They seem to be strategizing and preparing for their next move. Bars steps forward, looking at the camera with intense eyes. Bars. Tonight, the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade expands its ranks. We're here to end the tyranny of boiled eggs once and for all. No more boiled eggs in this arena. Doug Funny, with his typical awkwardness but newfound determination, sits up next. Doug Funny, I've seen enough to know that boiled eggs are just gross. They've been ruining snacks everywhere. We need to put an end to this once and for all. It's time to stand up for what's right. Donkey Lips, hyped and ready for action, steps forward, flexing his muscles. Boiled eggs are for losers. We're going to take them down one egg at a time. Let's go get them. Cliff O'Malley, always the wild card, bounces with energy. All right, who's ready to kick some egg butt? I've got the beer, I've got the rage, and I'm ready to smash some yolks. Let's do this. Baby Reksha, with her fierce demeanor, takes the stage next. You think boiled eggs are trendy? They're not. We're here to show everyone that the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade is the real deal. No more boiled eggs, only victory. Jackie Chan, calm and collected, steps forward. In my life, I've faced many challenges, but this is a new one. Together, we will overcome the boiled egg menace. It's time to show the world our strength. Just then, Lola Bunny, Earl Sinclair, and Sugar Shane Helms walk into the scene. Each one steps up to give their take. Hey, everyone, I'm hopping on board this brigade because boiled eggs have had their day. It's time for some fresh thinking and fresh snacks. Let's get cracking. Earl Sinclair, with his fatherly authority, adds his voice. Boiled eggs have been a menace to good, hearty meals for too long. As a father, I want a better world for my kids. No more boiled eggs. Sugar, Shane Helms, with his usual flair, steps up. Boiled eggs? Not cool. You know what is cool? Taking a stand. Joining the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade is the best decision I've ever made. Let's take down those eggs. With their new recruits rallied, the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade marches towards the concession booth, their intent clear. They burst into the area, startling the vendors. No more boiled eggs in this arena. The brigade begins their assault, knocking over tables and throwing boiled eggs into the trash. The vendors, caught off guard, try to defend their goods but are overwhelmed by the brigade's numbers and enthusiasm. Doug Funny, we're taking a stand for all the kids who've had to eat these terrible snacks. Out with the eggs, in with the good stuff. Yeah, let's clean this place up. Baby Rexha, boiled eggs are out and we're in. Jackie Chan, we will not stop until every boiled egg is gone. Hop to it, team. For a better tomorrow without boiled eggs. Let's show them what the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade is all about. With a final push, the brigade clears out the concession booth, the vendors retreating in defeat. The camera captures the victorious members standing tall, their message clear. Bars. Remember, no more boiled eggs in this arena. The segment ends with the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade standing triumphantly, the camera slowly fading to black as the show goes to a commercial break. Segment 3, Match 2, Tag Team Championship, no disqualifications, elimination rules. The 7-Up spot and the Nabisco thing, C, versus Scott Steiner's Tigers versus Ali and AJ versus the Wet Bandits versus the Headbangers versus Eric Matthews and the Egyptian Mummy. The arena is electric as the tag teams make their entrances. The reigning champions, the 7-Up spot and the Nabisco thing, come out to a mix of cheers and boos, their quirky personas on full display. Scott Steiner's Tigers follow, accompanied by Scott Steiner himself, who looks ready to pounce at any moment. Ailey and AJ enter next, bringing a touch of pop star glamour to the chaos. The Wet Bandits, notorious for their underhanded tactics, slink to the ring, followed by the Headbangers, who are greeted with raucous cheers from their hardcore fans. Finally, Eric Matthews and the Egyptian Mummy make their way to the ring, the crowd buzzing with anticipation. The bell rings, and all 6 teams explode into action. Chaos ensues immediately as the no disqualification stipulation comes into play. Weapons are brought into the mix almost instantly, with the Wet Bandits utilizing steel chairs and trash can lids to their advantage. Ali and AJ, showing surprising resilience, manage to double-team Harry, sending him crashing into a table. Marv, distracted by the carnage, falls victim to a brutal double dropkick from the Headbangers, and the Wet Bandits are eliminated. Eric Matthews and the Egyptian Mummy put up a good fight, with Eric showing unexpected aggression. However, the combined forces of Scott Steiner's Tigers prove too much. A massive powerbomb from one of the Tigers on Eric Matthews seals their fate, and they are eliminated from the match. The Headbangers, known for their wild and unpredictable style, are next to go. The 7-Up spot and the Nabisco thing work together to outmaneuver them, using a combination of high-flying moves and unorthodox attacks. A synchronized double-team move sees the Headbangers eliminated, much to the dismay of their fans. The reigning champions, the 7-Up spot and the Nabisco thing, put up a valiant fight, using their strange and unpredictable tactics to keep their opponents off balance. However, Scott Steiner himself intervenes, delivering a brutal Steiner recliner on the Nabisco thing, while one of the Tigers takes out the 7-Up spot. With the champions incapacitated, Scott Steiner's Tigers eliminate them from the match. The final showdown sees Scott Steiner's Tigers facing off against Ali and AJ. The pop stars, having already shown their grit, refuse to back down. They use their agility and teamwork to keep the Tigers at bay, but the raw power and ferocity of the Tigers begin to wear them down. Just as it seems Ali and AJ might pull off a miracle, Scott Steiner interferes again. He delivers a devastating suplex to AJ, allowing one of the Tigers to pin her for the 3 count. Ali tries to fight back, but is overwhelmed by the other Tiger and pinned shortly after. Result: Scott Steiner's Tigers retain the Tag Team Championship. The crowd erupts in a mix of cheers and boos as Scott Steiner's Tigers stand victorious, the Tag Team Championship belts held high. Scott Steiner himself looks on proudly, having ensured his team's victory. The camera cuts to a commercial break as the Tigers celebrate their hard-fought win in the ring. Segment 4, the lights in the arena dim, and the crowd erupts as the 14-12 stable champions, the golf cart, make their grand entrance. Led by Gary Busey, who is still feeling the effects of his knockout from Mike Tyson, the stable navigates through the crowd. They are accompanied by Iron Sheik, John 420, the Minotaur, Bart Gunn, and the thousands of ancient Sumerians wielding chainsaws. Chainsaws. The stable reaches the ring, and Gary Busey grabs a microphone, his wild eyes scanning the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another epic showdown. Last week, we took on the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade and came out on top, but tonight we're back for more. We won another Philly cheesesteak eating contest for the stable championship. Why, you ask? Because we love cheesesteaks and we want more free cheesesteaks. Iron Sheik steps forward to his thick accent cutting through the cheers and jeers of the crowd. Iron Philly cheesesteak, real champion food. Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade, you jabronis, you can't beat us. John 420, holding a giant joint, takes his turn on the mic. Dude, like, last week was awesome, but we're still hungry, man. More cheesesteaks, more victory. The Minotaur, snorting and pawing at the ground, grabs the mic from John 420. We crave the taste of victory and cheese. Bring on the contest. Bart Gunn, looking slightly out of place among the chaos, nods in agreement. Yeah, what they said. More cheesesteaks. The Sumerians, wielding their chainsaws, chant in unison, their ancient language booming through the arena. Cheesesteaks! 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 Gary Busey raises the mic again, a manic grin on his face. Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade, you hear us? We want you in the main event. More cheesesteaks for the golf cart. The crowd's reaction is a mix of excitement and confusion as the golf cart revels in their chaotic challenge. The camera then cuts to the commentary team, who look less than thrilled. Folks, I can't believe what we're hearing. It's the same main event as last week. Another Philly cheesesteak eating contest. I mean, I get it. Who doesn't love cheesesteaks? But come on, can't they come up with something new? Buddy, like, seriously? It's deja vu all over again. These guys just want free food. I must say, while it's unconventional, it does seem to be their motivation. But repeating the same main event is quite odd, even for 1412 wrestling. The commentary team's mix of bemusement and exasperation mirrors the crowd's reaction as the show heads to a commercial break. The challenge has been laid down, and the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade's response is eagerly awaited. Hive, Match 3, Laser Gun Surfing Battle Championship. I-Guy C, accompanied by GM Rita Repulsa, versus Marvin the Martian, accompanied by his dog K9. The arena is bathed in flashing lights as the laser gun surfing arena is set up. The crowd's anticipation is palpable as I-Guy, the reigning champion, makes his entrance, accompanied by GM Rita Repulsa. I-Guy's many eyes glow ominously as he steps onto his laser surfboard, ready to defend his title. Marvin the Martian enters next, accompanied by his loyal dog K9. Marvin, ever the schemer, looks determined as he sizes up I-Guy. The bell rings and the match begins with both competitors zipping around the arena on their surfboards, firing laser guns at each other. The initial exchange is fast and furious, with I-Guy using his many eyes to track Marvin's movements. Laser beams cut through the air as the two combatants weave and dodge, each trying to get the upper hand. The crowd is on their feet, cheering for the bizarre spectacle. Marvin the Martian, ever the strategist, uses his small size to his advantage, darting in and out of I-Guy's line of fire. I-Guy, however, is no slouch, using his superior vision to keep Marvin at bay. The match takes a wild turn when Rita Repulsa, always looking to interfere, begins to pester K9 at ringside. K9, ever the protective companion, responds by biting Rita, causing her to shriek and jump back. The distraction gives Marvin the opening he needs. He fires a well-aimed laser shot that sends I-Guy off balance. I-Guy stumbles, struggling to regain control of his surfboard. Marvin capitalizes on the opportunity, using his agility to close the distance. With a series of quick, precise laser shots, Marvin forces I-Guy into a corner. I-Guy, overwhelmed, tries to fend off the attacks, but is ultimately outmaneuvered. In a final desperate move, I-Guy attempts a powerful laser blast, but Marvin is too quick. He dodges the blast and delivers a decisive shot that knocks I-Guy off his surfboard and into the arena floor. The referee counts the pin and the crowd erupts in cheers. Result, Marvin the Martian wins and becomes the new laser gun surfing battle champion. Marvin stands triumphantly, holding the championship belt high. K9 barks excitedly at his side as Rita Repulsa fumes in the background, nursing her bitten hand. Guy slowly gets to his feet, looking dazed and defeated. The crowd chants Marvin's name as he and K9 make their way backstage, the new laser gun surfing battle champion having proven his cunning and skill. The camera cuts to the commentary team who are buzzing with excitement. Jim Ross, what a match, folks! Marvin the Martian outsmarted Guy and took the laser gun surfing battle championship. This is 1412 wrestling at its finest. Elvira, I knew Marvin had it in him, and how about K9 giving Rita Repulsa a taste of her own medicine? Buddy, that was wild. Laser guns, surfing, and a dog bite, only in 1412 wrestling. Indeed, this was a most unconventional and thrilling contest. Congratulations to Marvin the Martian on his well-deserved victory. As the commentary team wraps up their thoughts, the show heads to a commercial break, leaving the audience eager for the next chaotic chapter of 1412 wrestling. Segment 6, backstage, the scene is chaotic as various roster members lobby for their shot at championship glory. The air is filled with a mix of excitement and desperation as wrestlers try to catch the attention of management. Corey Matthews, still under Topanga's bizarre spell, rides into the scene atop a majestic moose. Corey's eyes are glazed with an odd fervor as he passionately promotes the Halloween Whopper from Burger King. Get your Halloween Whopper at Burger King now. It's spooky good, and you'll love every bite. The wrestlers around him exchange confused glances. Corey, it's July, and I'm pretty sure there isn't a Halloween Whopper right now. BB Reksha, isn't that only around Halloween time? This makes no sense. Corey, oblivious to the skepticism, continues his enthusiastic pitch. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this. It's the best burger you'll ever have. Mr. Feeney, standing off to the side, shakes his head in dismay. He turns to the camera, addressing the viewers with a look of deep concern. It's truly a shame to see Corey like this. Topanga's spell has left him enamored with that moose, and now he's lost in some fantasy about a Halloween Whopper. I fear for his sanity. The camera pans back to Corey, who is now offering an imaginary Halloween Whopper to the moose. Here you go, buddy. Enjoy this delicious treat. The moose, appearing slightly bewildered, sniffs the air and then nudges Corey gently. Man, I hope he snaps out of it soon. This is just sad. The scene cuts to various other wrestlers, including the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, who are plotting their next move against boiled eggs. Bars, Donkey Lips, and Cliff O'Malley are deep in conversation about their next target. Bars, we need to make a statement. No more boiled eggs in this arena. We're taking this fight to the next level. Donkey Lips, yeah, let's hit them where it hurts. I know, just the spot. We'll show them we're serious. As the wrestlers strategize, Corey rides by on his moose, still in his own world. Remember, folks, Halloween Whopper at Burger King. Don't miss out. The camera shifts back to Mr. Feeney, who sighs heavily. Mr. Feeney. Oh, Corey, what have you gotten yourself into? The scene fades out as the show heads to another commercial break, leaving the audience wondering if Corey will ever break free from Topanga's spell and if the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade will succeed in their quest to rid the arena of boiled eggs. The chaos continues in 1412 wrestling. Segment 7, Match 4 Divas Championship. Katharine Isabelle C. versus Paula Abdul versus Ariana Grande, accompanied by Lady Gaga. The ring is lit with the glow of purple lights, and the crowd is buzzing with anticipation as the three competitors make their entrances. Paula Abdul enters first, dancing her way to the ring with her signature moves, much to the delight of the audience. Ariana Grande follows, accompanied by Lady Gaga, both exuding an aura of mystery and magic. Finally, the Divas champion, Katharine Isabelle, strides to the ring with a confident smirk, ready to defend her title. Daphne, ladies and gentlemen, this is a triple threat match for the Divas Championship, introducing the challengers, first from Los Angeles, California, Paula Abdul, next, accompanied by Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, and finally the Divas champion, Katharine Isabelle. The bell rings, and the match kicks off with a flurry of action. Paula Abdul uses her agility and dance-inspired moves to keep her opponents at bay, while Ariana Grande relies on her quick strikes and acrobatics. Katharine Isabelle, known for her cunning and ruthless style, waits for the perfect moment to strike. Ariana and Paula briefly team up to take down Katharine, hitting her with a series of double-team maneuvers. But their alliance is short-lived as Ariana turns on Paula, hitting her with a high-flying dropkick that sends her crashing into the corner. Lady Gaga from the outside begins chanting a spell, her hands glowing with a mystical energy. Ariana takes advantage of the distraction, attempting to hit Katharine with a spinning back fist. Katharine ducks just in time, countering with a swift kick to Ariana's midsection. Paula Abdul recovers and re-enters the fray, launching herself off the top rope with a flying crossbody that takes both Ariana and Katharine down. The crowd erupts in cheers as all three women lay sprawled in the ring, each catching their breath. As the match progresses, the tension escalates. Gaga's spell work becomes more intense, and Ariana seems to be drawing power from her, her movements becoming quicker and more precise. She corners Paula, delivering a series of rapid kicks before going for a pin. Katharine breaks it up at the last second, pulling Ariana off Paula and tossing her to the side. In a surprising turn, Katharine Isabelle manages to grab hold of Ariana's face, delivering a vicious bite. Ariana screams in pain, and the crowd is shocked by the brutal move. Taking advantage of the chaos, Katharine rolls Ariana up, hooking her tights for extra leverage. The referee counts to 3, and the bell rings. Result: Katharine Isabelle retains the Divas Championship. The crowd is a mix of cheers and boos as Katharine stands tall, clutching her championship belt. Lady Gaga, furious, tries to cast another spell, but Katharine quickly slides out of the ring, escaping up the ramp with her title in hand. By God, Katharine Isabelle has done it again. Despite all the odds and the witchcraft from Gaga and Grande, she's managed to retain her Divas Championship. That was one brutal bite. Katharine is not someone to be underestimated. As Katharine celebrates her victory, Paula Abdul and Ariana Grande are left in the ring, nursing their wounds. Lady Gaga tends to Ariana, her eyes burning with anger and determination. Buddy, I think Lady Gaga's got something brewing, Katharine, after that bite. This isn't over. Segment 8, Match 5, Sword Fighting Championship. Jesus C versus Donkey Lips, accompanied by the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, Bars, Doug Funny, Cliff O'Malley, BB Rexa, Jackie Sugar Shane Helms, Earl Sinclair, Lola Bunny. The crowd is buzzing with excitement and disbelief as the sword fighting championship match is set to begin. Jesus, the reigning champion, enters the ring with his sword, exuding a calm and serene presence. The audience is in awe, many bowing their heads in respect. Daphne, ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the Sword Fighting Championship. Introducing first, the challenger representing the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, Donkey Lips. Donkey Lips stomps down the ramp, wielding an oversized salami as his weapon of choice. The Anti Boiled Egg Brigade follows him, cheering and shouting words of encouragement. The crowd is a mix of cheers and laughter at the sheer absurdity of the situation. Daphne and his opponent, the reigning sword-fighting champion, Jesus. The bell rings, and the match begins. Jesus and Donkey Lips circle each other, weapons at the ready. Donkey Lips, despite his comical appearance, takes the match seriously, charging at Jesus with the salami. Jesus skillfully parries the blow with his sword, displaying his mastery of combat. The two competitors engage in a back-and-forth battle, with swords clashing and the crowd divided in their support. Jesus moves with grace and precision, while Donkey Lips uses his brute strength and unconventional weapon to his advantage. The Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade on the outside are animated, shouting tactics and encouragement. Doug Funny, dressed in his Quailman outfit, leaps onto the apron, distracting Jesus momentarily. This allows Donkey Lips to land a glancing blow with the salami, but Jesus quickly regains his composure, countering with a swift strike that sends Donkey Lips stumbling backward. By God, what a match we have here. Jesus is putting on a clinic, but Donkey Lips is showing some real heart out there. Elvira, I've seen a lot of crazy matches in my time, but a sword-fighting championship with Jesus and a salami-wielding Donkey Lips might just take the cake. The match continues, with both competitors showing signs of fatigue. Donkey Lips, with the support of the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, rallies, swinging the salami with renewed vigor. Jesus, ever calm, dodges and parries, looking for an opening. In a surprising turn of events, Bars and Jackie Chan create a distraction by starting a mock sword fight on the outside. The crowd is momentarily distracted, and Jesus takes his eyes off Donkey Lips to see what's happening. Seizing the opportunity, Donkey Lips winds up and delivers a hard salami shot to the face of Jesus. Jesus staggers back, and Donkey Lips follows up with another powerful strike, knocking Jesus to the mat. The referee drops down for the count as the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade goes wild on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Result: Donkey Lips wins and becomes the new sword fighting champion. The crowd erupts in a mix of cheers and boos as Donkey Lips is handed the sword fighting championship belt. The Anti Boiled Egg Brigade storms the ring, lifting Donkey Lips onto their shoulders in celebration. I can't believe it! Donkey Lips has done it. He's the new sword fighting champion. What an incredible turn of events. The Anti Boiled Egg Brigade is on top of the world right now. Buddy, that was gnarly. Congrats to Donkey Lips. Jesus, ever the gracious competitor, rises to his feet and nods in acknowledgement of Donkey Lips' victory. He exits the ring, leaving the new champion and his jubilant comrades to celebrate. As the segment comes to a close, the camera cuts to the backstage area, where more chaos and surprises await in this unforgettable night of 1412 wrestling. Segment 9. The camera cuts backstage where the random kid, dressed in his signature mismatched attire, is pacing excitedly. He's holding a makeshift microphone, a toy walkie-talkie, while Bobby the Brain Heenan stands beside him, looking both exasperated and amused. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the challenger for the 1412 championship, the Random Kid, and his manager, Bobby Heenan. Random Kid, how do you feel about your match tonight against Mike Tyson? The Random Kid, barely able to stand still, grabs the walkie-talkie and begins his promo, but quickly loses focus. Well, Hey, did you know I have this really cool toy at home? It's like a robot that shoots lasers, and Heenan steps in, taking the walkie-talkie from the Random Kid and shaking his head. All right, listen up, Tyson. You're facing the most unpredictable competitor in 1412 wrestling tonight. This kid here, he's got no respect for anyone, not even for that championship belt he once, well, let's just say he marked his territory on it. The Random Kid grins mischievously and interrupts. Yeah, I peed on it. Ha ha! Dane Cook looks baffled but tries to steer the conversation back. So, Random Kid, any final thoughts before your big match? Before the Random Kid can answer, he spots something shiny off camera and runs towards it, completely distracted. He comes back holding a shiny piece of candy. Look what I found. Candy. Want some? Heenan face palms, but quickly regains his composure. Tyson, you better be ready for anything because this kid, he's a wild card. He doesn't play by the rules. He doesn't even know what rules are. And tonight, he's going to shock the world. The Random Kid, now thoroughly hyped up on his candy find, gives Dane Cook a mischievous grin and suddenly yanks up his underwear, giving him a wedgie. Dane yelps in surprise as the Random Kid runs off screen, laughing. Well, there you have it, folks. The Random Kid is ready, or something like that. Back to you at ringside. The camera cuts back to the ring where the announcers are trying to hold back their laughter. By God, I've seen a lot in my day, but this kid might just be the most unpredictable challenger yet. I can't wait to see how Tyson handles this one. This is going to be wild. Totally, dudes. That kid's a trip. As the commentary team wraps up their discussion, the show cuts to a commercial break, leaving the audience in anticipation for the upcoming 1412 championship match. Segment 10. Match 6, World Championship. Mike Tyson sees the Random Kid, managed by Bobby Heenan. The arena is electric with anticipation as the main event is about to start. The Random Kid, accompanied by Bobby the Brain Heenan, makes his entrance, a mix of excitement and nerves on his face. Heenan is all confidence, though, hyping up the kid to the crowd and talking trash to Tyson. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the 1412 championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Bobby the Brain Heenan, the Random Kid. The crowd gives a mixed reaction, some cheering for the kid's unpredictability, others booing in support of Tyson. Suddenly, the familiar theme from Punch-Out blares through the speakers and the crowd erupts. Daphne and his opponent, the 1412 champion, Mike Tyson. Tyson enters the ring with his signature intensity, focused on the task at hand. Heenan whispers last-minute advice to the random kid who looks determined despite his earlier antics. The bell rings, and the match begins. The random kid starts by running around the ring, evading Tyson with surprising agility. Tyson, slightly amused, tries to corner the kid, but the random kid ducks and dodges every attempt. Well, it looks like the kid's strategy is to tire Tyson out by running around, but how long can he keep this up? Every time Tyson gets close, Heenan distracts the referee and pulls some sort of cheating tactic to help the random kid. At one point, Heenan trips Tyson from the outside, causing the crowd to boo loudly. Tyson finally manages to catch the random kid in a corner and delivers a few quick jabs, sending the kid reeling. The random kid, with a dazed look in his eyes, stumbles around the ring, barely able to stay on his feet. Heenan, desperate to keep the match going, throws a handful of powder into Tyson's eyes while the referee is distracted, giving the random kid a brief advantage. Pauly Shore. Heenan's doing everything he can to keep the kid in this match. This is insane, bro. The random kid tries to capitalize, landing a few weak punches on Tyson, but Tyson quickly recovers, his anger now evident. Heenan attempts one final act of interference, but Tyson knocks him off the apron with a powerful right hook. With the referee back in focus, Tyson turns his attention to the random kid. The kid, now fully terrified, tries to run away again, but Tyson catches him with a devastating uppercut. The random kid collapses to the mat and Tyson covers him for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Tyson retains his title. Result: Mike Tyson retains the world championship. The crowd erupts as Tyson stands tall, raising his championship belt high. The Punch-Out theme blares through the speakers, and the fans start a wild mosh pit in the middle of the arena, celebrating Tyson's victory. What a match. Tyson once again proves why he's the champ. Folks, this has been an unforgettable night. The chaos, the unpredictability, and the sheer power of Mike Tyson. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on 14-112 Wrestling. Segment 11, Match 7, Singles Match. Gilbert, President Freddy Krueger. The arena is buzzing with anticipation as Gilbert makes his in-ring debut. The lights dim and an eerie fog fills the entrance ramp as Freddy Krueger's sinister theme music begins to play. Freddy steps out, his signature claws glinting under the arena lights, and the crowd reacts with a mix of fear and excitement. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Elm Street, the president of 1412 Wrestling, Freddy Krueger. Freddy slashes at the air, sending sparks flying as he makes his way to the ring. The crowd's tension is palpable as they await his opponent. And his opponent, making his 1412 Wrestling debut, Gilbert. The familiar strains of Gilbert's entrance music play, a parody of Goldberg's theme, and Gilbert emerges from the back, pyrotechnics going off in exaggerated fashion. He jogs down to the ring, slapping hands with the fans, his comically intense expression making the crowd chuckle and cheer. The bell rings, and the match begins. Gilbert charges at Freddy, who sidesteps and slashes at him with his claws. Gilbert narrowly avoids the deadly blades, using his speed to stay out of Freddy's reach. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, watching the David and Goliath dynamic unfold. Jim Ross, Gilbert is quick, but can he avoid those claws for long? Freddy swings again, but Gilbert ducks and bounces off the ropes, hitting a dropkick that staggers Freddy. The crowd cheers, impressed by Gilbert's agility. Freddy quickly recovers, slashing wildly at Gilbert, who continues to dodge and weave, frustrating the nightmare villain. Elvira. This is amazing. Gilbert is holding his own against Freddy Krueger. The match continues with Freddy using his size and strength to try and corner Gilbert, but Gilbert's speed and agility keep him in the game. Suddenly, as Freddy lunges for a finishing blow, a fly buzzes past his face and lands in his open mouth. Freddy begins to gag uncontrollably, clutching his throat. Seizing the opportunity, Gilbert hits the ropes and delivers a powerful spear, taking Freddy down. The crowd erupts as Gilbert goes for the pin. Holy shore. No way. Did that just happen? 1, 2, 3. Gilbert wins. Gilbert wins. Result, Gilbert wins by pinfall. The arena explodes with cheers as Gilbert stands victorious, his arms raised in triumph. Freddy Krueger is still gagging and sputtering on the mat, unable to comprehend what just happened. Gilbert celebrates, running around the ring and hyping up the crowd. Elvira. What an incredible debut for Gilbert. He just defeated the president of 1412 Wrestling. Jim Ross. This is one for the books, folks. Gilbert has made a huge impact tonight. Stay tuned, because there's always more chaos to come in 1412 Wrestling. As the segment concludes, Gilbert exits the ring, high-fiving fans and basking in the glory of his unexpected victory. The camera captures Freddy Krueger finally recovering, his face twisted in rage, as the screen fades to a commercial break. Backstage, the chaotic energy of 1412 Wrestling continues to escalate. The camera cuts to a dimly lit locker room where the inventor of boiled eggs stands over a large pot, carefully boiling eggs. Around him, the sentient boiled eggs, each with googly eyes and tiny arms and legs, cheer him on. Suddenly, the door bursts open and the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade storms in. Bars leads the charge, flanked by Doug Funny, Donkey Lips, Cliff O'Malley, Baby Rexa, Jackie Chan, Sugar, Shane Helms, Earl Sinclair, and Lola Bunny. Their faces are set with determination, their mission clear. Bars, we will not rest until every boiled egg is gone. The inventor of boiled eggs looks up in horror as the brigade surrounds him. The sentient boiled eggs squeal in fear, trying to roll away but quickly getting cornered. Doug Funny, this is it, inventor. Your boiled egg days are over. Donkey Lips, we're here to smash every last one of you. Say goodbye to your precious eggs. No more boiled eggs in 1412 Wrestling. The brigade begins their assault. Donkey Lips picks up a chair and starts smashing the sentient boiled eggs, their tiny squeaks of protest quickly silenced. Doug Funny uses a baseball bat to crush the eggs, while Cliff O'Malley throws them against the lockers, creating a mess of egg yolk and shell. Inventor of boiled eggs. No, my creations. Jackie Chan steps forward, his movements swift and precise. He engages the inventor in a fast-paced martial arts battle, using every bit of his skill to overpower the man who dared to boil eggs in their arena. The inventor fights back with a ladle and a boiling pot, but he is no match for Jackie's agility and expertise. Your boiled egg reign ends here. With a final well-placed kick, Jackie sends the inventor crashing into the pot of boiling eggs, the water splashing everywhere. The inventor collapses defeated as the brigade stands triumphant over the remnants of their foes. Bars. This is just the beginning. We will cleanse this arena of every last boiled egg. As the brigade continues their rampage, smashing the remaining sentient boiled eggs and dismantling the boiling setup, the camera cuts to the commentary team, who watch the carnage with a mix of shock and amusement. Good God Almighty, the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade is relentless. They've destroyed every sentient boiled egg in sight. I've seen a lot of strange things in 1412 Wrestling, but this is something else. Buddy, no more boiled eggs. That's just cracking me up. The camera pans over the chaotic scene one last time before cutting to a commercial break, leaving the audience in suspense and eager for what's next in this wild night of 1412 Wrestling. Segment 12 main event, Stable Championship, Philly Cheesesteak Eating Contest. The Golf Cart, John 420, Iron Sheik, Gary Busey, Bart Gunn, Minotaur, the debuting Bobby Two Beers, and 3 of the ancient Sumerians wielding chainsaws. C versus Anti Boiled Egg Brigade. Bars, Donkey Lips, Doug Funny, Cliff O'Malley, Baby Rexa, Jackie Chan, Earl Sinclair, Sugar Shane Helms, Lola Bunny. The lights dim, and the anticipation in the arena is palpable. The camera pans over the long tables in the ring, piled high with Philly cheesesteaks. The golf cart makes their entrance through the crowd, led by Gary Busey, exuding confidence and a touch of madness. Their theme song, Tetris by Power Glove, blares through the speakers as they take their seats. All right, Busey. It's time to chow down and show them what the golf cart is made of. John 420, Iron Sheik, Bart Gunn, Minotaur, Bobby Two Beers, and the 3 ancient Sumerians wielding chainsaws settle in ready for the challenge. The crowd roars as the Anti-Boiled Egg Brigade's theme, Psycho Vision by Suicidal Tendencies, blasts from the speakers. Bars leads his team, each member focused and determined. This is it, guys. No more boiled eggs, no more defeats. We take that championship tonight. Donkey Lips, Doug Funny, Cliff O'Malley, BB Rexa, Jackie Chan, Earl Sinclair, Sugar Shane Helms, and Lola Bunny take their places, eyes locked on their opponents. The tension is palpable as Daphne steps into the ring to officiate the contest. Daphne. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening, the Philly cheesesteak eating contest for the stable championship. Competitors on your marks, get set, eat. The bell rings and both stables dive into the sandwiches with ferocity. The golf cart, having tasted victory before, attacks the cheesesteaks with precision. John 420 eats with calm determination, Iron Sheik rips into the sandwiches with vigor, and Gary Busey, driven by sheer determination, shows no signs of slowing down. Across the table, the Anti Boiled Egg Brigade matches their pace. Bars eats methodically, Donkey Lips devours sandwiches with brute force, and Jackie Chan, ever the martial artist, uses quick, efficient movements to consume as much as possible. The crowd is on their feet, cheering and jeering, creating a deafening roar that fills the arena. As the contest progresses, the competitors begin to show signs of fatigue. Minotaur, using his immense strength, crushes multiple sandwiches at once before stuffing them into his mouth. Bobby Two Beers, true to his name, downs 2 beers between bites, much to the crowd's delight. On the other side, Cliff O'Malley hypes himself up, smashing sandwiches and shouting incoherent encouragements to his teammates. BB Rexa, despite her petite frame, proves to be a formidable eater, keeping pace with the best of them. Earl Sinclair, with his prehistoric appetite, tears through sandwiches like a true dinosaur. Dude, this is pure insanity. I've never seen anything like it. With only minutes left, the pace intensifies. The ancient Sumerians wielding chainsaws, though unable to eat, provide moral support, chanting and banging their chainsaws on the table rhythmically. Lola Bunny, agile and quick, stuffs sandwich after sandwich into her mouth, determined to win. Jim Ross. By God, this is a battle of wills. These competitors are giving it everything they've got. I've seen a lot of bizarre things, but this takes the cake, or should I say, the cheesesteak. The final seconds tick away, and both sides give it their all. When the bell rings, both teams slump back, exhausted but proud. Daphne steps forward, counting the number of finished sandwiches on each side. The tension builds as she tallies the scores. Daphne. The winners, and still stable champions, the golf cart. The arena erupts in a mix of cheers and boos as the golf cart celebrates their hard-fought victory. Gary Busey, exuding triumph and a touch of his signature madness, raises his arms in victory. The Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, though disappointed, looks determined for another shot. This isn't over. We'll be back, and next time we'll take that title. The camera cuts to the commentary team, who are nearly speechless from the spectacle they've just witnessed. My God, what a contest! The golf cart retains their title in one of the most chaotic, intense eating contests I've ever seen. I don't know what's crazier, the fact that we just witnessed a cheesesteak eating contest for a championship, or that Gary Busey is somehow still standing. Buddy, this was insane, and I loved every second of it. With the crowd still buzzing, the show cuts to a commercial break, promising even more chaos and surprises when 1412 Wrestling returns. Closing segment, the arena is a cacophony of cheers and boos as the golf cart celebrates their hard-fought victory in the stable championship Philly cheesesteak eating contest. Gary Busey, Iron Sheik, John 420, Bart Gunn, Minotaur, Bobby Two Beers, and the ancient Sumerians wielding chainsaws stand tall, basking in their triumph. The Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, led by Bars, looks on with a mix of frustration and determination. Bars, his face twisted with anger, grabs a microphone and issues a rallying cry to his comrades. Anti Boiled Egg Brigade, attack! Bars roars, prompting his team. Doug Funny, Donkey Lips, Cliff O'Malley, BB Rexa, Jackie Chan, Earl Sinclair, Sugar Shane Helms, and Lola Bunny to charge at the victorious golf cart stable. The two groups clash in a chaotic brawl, fists flying and bodies colliding. Just when it seems the scene can't get any more chaotic, the sound of a sinister laugh echoes through the arena. Shredder, flanked by Leonardo, Chandler Bing, Bebop, and Rocksteady, makes his way down the ramp. Each member of Shredder's entourage takes turns throwing out taunts and one-liners. "Time to take out the trash," Shredder growls, diving into the fray. "Hope you guys have health insurance," Leonardo quips as he joins the brawl. Chandler Bing, with his signature sarcasm, yells, "Could this brawl be any more ridiculous?" before throwing punches. Bebop and Rocksteady, ever the brutish duo, smash their way into the fight, each delivering insults and blows with equal enthusiasm. The arena is a maelstrom of chaos, bodies flying everywhere, when suddenly the lights dim and the opening chords of Natural Born Killaz by Ice Cube and Dr. Dre hit the speakers. The crowd erupts as New Jack, infamous for his hardcore antics, charges out with a trash can full of weapons. He dives into the brawl, swinging a barbed wire bat with wild abandon. The scene becomes even more brutal as New Jack brandishes a vacuum cleaner, kendo sticks, a machete, and a staple gun, laying waste to anyone in his path. The mayhem intensifies as Vegeta's theme music blares through the arena. The Saiyan Prince strides out, eyes locked on New Jack. The two confront each other in the middle of the ring, their intense argument nearly drowned out by the roar of the crowd. Vegeta, brimming with Saiyan pride, and New Jack, wielding his arsenal of weapons, look ready to tear each other apart. But before they can escalate their confrontation, the unmistakable theme from Punch-Out signals the arrival of Mike Tyson. The world champion marches down the ramp, fists clenched and eyes blazing with determination. The crowd's volume reaches a fever pitch as Tyson steps into the ring. Without hesitation, Tyson begins to systematically knock out every wrestler in sight. His fists fly with blinding speed and power, dropping bodies left and right. Jim Ross, his voice barely audible over the chaos, exclaims, "Folks, tonight has been one wild ride. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on 1412 Wrestling." As the camera pans over the carnage, wrestlers strewn across the ring and the ringside area, Tyson standing tall amidst the chaos, the screen fades to black, leaving the audience in awe and anticipation for what madness will unfold next. Current champions: World Champion Mike Tyson, Tag Team Champions Scott Steiner's Tigers, Competitive Eating Champion Joey Tribbiani, Laser Gun Surfing Battle Champion Marvin the Martian, Divas Champion Katharine Isabelle, Sword Fighting Champion Donkey Lips. Stable Champions, the Golf Cart. The show ends with the crowd buzzing with excitement, chanting for more chaos as the golf cart celebrates in the ring, triumphant amidst the chaos, as 1412 Wrestling once again proves that anything can happen in this wild, unpredictable world.